Welcome to the Recon Trader. In today's video, I will share with you a profit update on the Titano tokens I staked 2 months ago. And if you missed the video where I show you how to actually stake those tokens and earn the insane fixed APY of just over 102,000%, I will drop a link to that video in the description down below. But with that being said, you might want to shoot that subscribe button so you don't miss future videos. Now, if you're not familiar with the Titano project and how it actually works, that video dropped in the description down below will outline all of that for you. Now, speaking of missed videos, 1 month ago I did the 1 month profit update. And 1 month ago, my balance was just around $768 or approximately 5,400 Titano. I was actually earning $14.59 a day. Now, if you missed that video from 1 month ago, you're probably wondering what was my beginning balance. My original starting balance at the very beginning was 430 USDT that I invested, and that allowed me to basically purchase right around 3,100 Titano. And that averaged out to about 14 cents per Titano. And at the end of the day, on February 8th, if you look at the chart, you can see the price of Titano was right around 14.5 cents. And so the price had not actually changed much. However, if we look back and check our 6 to January 8th, when I actually started this, we did see a bit of a sell-off into the end of January where the price did eventually recover, and it actually started to push towards new all-time highs. And if you notice this little red zone here, this is a huge sell-off that occurred due to a hack of a new feature that the project had rolled out called Play. And that hack did not actually affect any of my tokens. It only affected tokens that were involved in the Play feature of Titano. And we literally saw in a day's time a huge wick towards the downside around 3 cents, only to recover quickly right back into around 13 cent level. It happened so fast, I didn't have a chance to take advantage of this huge wick down. Had I had the chance, I would have definitely added some Titano tokens on this huge wick down. Now, after that hack, obviously we saw a little bit of a move down. However, the price stayed pretty stable considering that the team from Titano was proactive and they ensured that no one would lose any funds. And at this point in time, I believe everybody has received their tokens back, and because of the way the team handled the hack, you can see the price is now up around 16.5 cents. And in reality, if the hack did not occur back here, it looked like Titano was set to move towards new all-time highs. And so right now that could be a possibility. However, we are hitting resistance at this 16.5 level. And again, if we check our 6 and look back here on the chart, you can see we had resistance at that same level before Titano did push up towards all-time new highs. And I'll give you a little more tactical analysis on the chart before we jump over to the results. And you can see the yellow line, and this shows that Titano is in an uptrend if we take out the anomaly of the hack. And the white line you see running through the chart was a level of resistance after the hack that the price did struggle to get back above. It is now above that, and it's holding above that level. So perhaps the 14 cents level, which again is approximately where I bought in at, will be a level of support. But that's enough jaw-jacking. Let's get into the weeds of the actual profit. So if I jump over here to my Titano dashboard, you can see some of the key numbers for Titano. The market cap is around 150 million. The Titano current price is again around that 16.5 cent level. And the average Titano holdings is actually $3,100. I can tell you I don't hold that much, but the average holder is sitting around $3,100. Now, if I click on account, that's going to take me to my actual numbers. And here you can see my current balance is $976.69. Now, I do need to mention that after I made the update video 1 month ago on February 8th, I actually swapped some of my Titano tokens back into USDT in order to reduce my initial investment in this actual project. Now, my initial investment was 430 USDT. I actually withdrew 230 USDT, or just around 1,500 Titano tokens. And so as this number sits today, $976 or around 5,900 Titano, that number includes my remaining investment of 209 USDT. The rest of that is all profit. And by the end of the video today, I am actually going to swap out some of these Titano tokens for that remaining 209 USDT, which will basically leave me with a zero risk position because I will have cashed out my initial investment of the 430 USDT. Now, before we go too much further, I do want to stress this is an extremely high risk opportunity, and that is why I'm actually pulling out my initial investment. At some point in time, there is the probability that this project will get absolutely foobar, and there'll be a lot of casualties of people who did not take any profit. That's probably the number one mistake I see in crypto is people don't take profit. Whether it's people holding Bitcoin and they bought in at 40 or 50,000, and right now Bitcoin's sitting at around 39,000. And by no means am I saying take off all your risk. I hold Bitcoin since 2017. I buy Bitcoin on a regular basis, but I also sell it for profit on a regular basis. And at the end of the day, I apply that same strategy to pretty much all my investments and trading. I'm always focused on risk rather than profit. And so in this case with Titano, I'm removing all the risk. But before I remove that final bit of risk, let's click on the calculator and take a look at what my potential earnings could be over, say, the next 30 days if I left everything the same. The price stays the same, my balance stays the same. Over a 30-day period, my investment would grow from $976 to a potential return of $1,700. Now let's jump that out here to 90 days. And again, with a $976 position, I would have a potential return of around $5,300. Now, that is a pretty insane return over a 90-day period on just shy of a $1,000 investment. Now, let's just jump to a 1-year scenario. If I had the exact balance I have right now, which is $976, at the end of the year, I would be at almost $1 million. I would have $940,000 of potential return if I left the 976 in place and Titano's price was still around 16.5 cents 1 year from now. Obviously, if Titano's price goes up over the next year, my potential returns would go up. However, on the flip side, if Titano's price crashes, then obviously my potential return would crash. All right, so if I just jump over here to the menu on the left-hand side of my dashboard, I can click on Swap. And I want to use my MetaMask wallet, so I just click MetaMask, and from there I can swap BNB to Titano. Now in reality, I actually want to swap Titano to USDT, so now I have USDT selected. I need to actually flip these around, so if I click on these two little arrows, now I will be able to swap my Titano back into USDT. And in this case, we were looking to swap out 1,300 of my Titano tokens, which would give me 218 USDT. However, if you look down here at the summary, the minimum I would receive is only 179 USDT, and I want to make sure that minimum amount is my 209 USDT. So I need to bump this up to 1,600 Titano, which would be around 268 USDT. However, my minimum received would be 220. So that is going to be more than enough to get my entire initial investment, which only 209 USDT remains, but I'll have it covered regardless of what I pay for slippage according to the minimum amount received. Now, what I have found in order to actually get this to work is I need to actually click on the auto tax. And what the auto tax will do is whatever the slippage is, it will automatically pay that tax, and I don't have to actually worry about inputting the 18% over here. And so I'll click the auto tax. Now I click swap. I will need to confirm the transaction in my MetaMask wallet, and obviously there's going to be a gas fee that I will have to pay with BNB, so you will need to make sure you have BNB in your MetaMask wallet to do any of these transactions. So I click confirm, and you see the transaction was successful, so I should be able to jump over to my MetaMask wallet and see the new updated USDT balance. And now you can see my Titano balance is right around 4,300 Titano. And if I scroll down, you can see my USDT balance is 511. So I ended up receiving 221 USDTs. And so now my entire initial investment is risk-free, and my new balance is 712 USDT, or just around 4,300 Titano. So one more time, we'll jump over to the calculator, and if I leave that in for 1 year, I would be looking at $685,000 in potential rewards if I just let this balance ride essentially risk-free. So I think that pretty much wraps it up. If you like this video, do me a favor, spike a like. If you're not currently subscribed, you might want to shoot that subscribe button. If you have any questions or comments, drop them in the comment section down below. I will drop a link to the video on how to actually stake Titano tokens in your MetaMask wallet in the description down below. And in closing, remember, never send your money into battle without first doing your recon. See you in the next video.